Alright, Internet, this is the coding teacher. I'm here to teach you how to code. We're going to pick up where we left off last time, adding a delete button. So this time the first thing I'm going to do is add a function to my service to actually hit that endpoint in the server that deletes. And it's delete by ID, right? So delete, and it's going to be the same endpoint. API employers, employer ID, and I'm going to use the same catch thing. And then I'm going to export it out of the service. So all I gotta do now is, I gotta do a few things. Let me start by adding the markup for the delete icon. So let's go right here, copy this, paste it here, and ng click is going to be delete current employer. So we're going to go on app.js and we're going to say that the scope delete current employer is going to be equal to a function that's just going to call some other function out here, delete employer. Employer, and I'm going to use the same two right here. I'm just going to call it delete employer. That's typing. Function delete employer. It's going to take the employer service, and the employer to delete. And if employer has an ID, then so I guess the way that I'm thinking of is, if the employer has an ID, I am going to actually send the request to delete it. Else I'm just gonna say I should probably pass the scope here too then, if I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna blank out the current employer object. So I'm just going to keep it that way then. So if m equals scope dot current employer, so if the current employer has an ID, else I'm just going to say scope dot current employer equals an empty object. Okay. So if there is an ID, what I want to do is call employer service dot delete employer. And honestly, I could just pass the ID here. Yeah, I'm going to do it that way. That's simpler. There's no need to be passing data to a function that it doesn't need, right? Delete employer. I'm going to grab the emp ID right here. Then response first. And by the way, at some point in a future video, I'm probably going to be getting rid of all these then responses that just log to the console. I just want to come up with a usable, decent looking version 1 of the program before I start doing the fine tuning like that. Let me see what's going on here. npm start. Okay, so yeah, I want to come up with a version 1 of the program that's usable, at least for me, when I have the console open. And then I'm going to go ahead and replace this and this and yeah, at least those two and whatever other you know then handlers I have that only log to the console, I'm going to replace them with some kind of status message that flashes across the top, or maybe in a little mole in the middle of the screen. So let's see if we can go ahead and delete an employer now. Let's see. Oh, actually, you know what? I need something else right here. I do need, when I click delete, this needs to happen no matter what. You know, the current employer, it has to go no matter what. And let's see. When I'm here, I should probably delete it from the local data structure as well. So I'm going to go through scope.employers. So for employer, no, scope.employers equals scope.employers.filter, and I'm going to make sure that each employer alright, or actually I could probably get away with this. Employer is not equal to emp, because emp is this guy, right? The one that I want to delete. And what I'm doing here is I'm filtering the array, and I'm keeping all the ones each. I'm just going to call element. I'm keeping each element if it is not equal to this guy. So that should work. Let's go ahead and refresh this, and if I try to delete here, nothing happens, right? It just sets the current employer. But if I try to delete this one, for example, there it is. So it got deleted from here. Everything got wiped clean from here. So let me just go ahead and refresh, and there we go. So we have an employer that gets deleted now when we click on the delete icon. So that's it for this episode. I hope that was informative, and I'll see you guys next time.